famous Donald Trump, who certainly needs no introduction. Your fame and reputation precede you, Donald. We're very happy to have you here. We know you to be very frank and outspoken, and you've had extensive experience, not only in large real estate developments, but also in sports and gaming and entertainment industries. And I'm glad you're able to make it here this morning, and appreciate your waiting and being so patient as you have been. So we welcome you, especially to listen and learn from your experiences, as we know you've been very much involved in regard to this credit crunch that we have before our nation today. So you may proceed in any way that's comfortable with you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Say that you can spur the economy through taxes so that the economy actually gets good.
Am I hearing you say that you would increase the income tax rates of the higher income people?
Well, I would do that. Yes, sir. I would do that because I believe strongly that people don't have enough incentive to invest right now at 25%. I just don't believe they have enough incentive to take the risk of investment with recapture and all of the other problems of investing in real estate and other things. And I would absolutely do that with the understanding that if they do make the investments, they can go down to the minimum level. And I feel very strongly about that.
But you've suggested a new twist here, that it's necessary to raise the top tax bracket from 31 to 33% up to 40 or 50%, and in order to encourage people to invest in these areas. Is that really correct? If we had the passive losses and the accelerated depreciation, and one could anticipate future increases in the value, do you think it's necessary to increase the tax rate?
I think it would be a big help for the upper income taxpayer to have incentive rather than paying taxes to invest. I think that the accelerated depreciation schedules being shortened would be a tremendous help for the obvious reason that you'd be able to get, assuming the active, passive, and assuming the right to syndicate, you'd be able to get investors to come into real estate transactions. And I'm not talking about only new building. I'm talking about existing. Because you have existing buildings with mortgages on them where the mortgages are coming due, and there's no bank in the world, and I'm talking good buildings that are making money, there's no bank in the world that will give you refinancing. So if you could bring in equity money through syndication, that would be a great thing. That would be a really great thing, because you'd open up the liquidity of the system so the banks can loan not only to real estate but to other things, because right now there's just no liquidity. If you brought in equity, non-interest bearing equity, that would be a tremendously positive boost for the economy.
How higher do you think you would have to take the top tax brackets in order to make this happen?
Well, I mean, the higher it is, the more incentive there would be. I guess it was 50 and it was 60 at one point, and it was obviously even higher than that. But the higher it is, the more incentive. And I don't mean middle income and I don't mean low income. If anything, that could be stay the same or be lowered. But I'm talking about the people that are making a great deal of money should have an incentive to invest. And I know it was 50, and I'm talking about a substantial increase with the ability to get it down to the minimum number.